In my previous video, we have read about the continent of Europe, which has an area of 9,938,000 square kilometer, including adjacent islands. So, in this video, we'll continue from the history of Germany. The fragmented Holy Roman Empire was destroyed by Napoleon and combined 16 German states under the banner of the Confederation of the Rhine. Following Napoleon's defeat in 1815, a greater confederation of 38 members was formed. The drawn-up constitution of 1848 was not accepted by Austria, one of the dominating powers of the confederation. In 1866, Prussia defeated Austria and formed the North German Confederation. After the defeat of France in 1870 by Prussia, a German empire was created in 1871 except Austria. The imperial government led Germany into the World War I in 1914. National unity collapsed thereafter. In 1933, the National Socialist Nazi leader Adolf Hitler was appointed Chancellor. He appealed to national pride and offered a return to self-respect after humiliation. This led to World War II. Allied forces occupied Germany. Germany was split into two parts: Federal Republic of Germany, West Germany, and German Democratic Republic, East Germany. On 18th May 1990, Federal Germany and GDR signed the unification of Germany. The Federal Assembly Bundestag moved from Bonn to the renovated Reichstag in Berlin in May 1999. The next country is Greece. Greece capital is Athens. Government is parliamentary democracy. Area is 131,940 square kilometer. Language Greek. Religion Orthodox 98%. Muslim and other 2%. Currency is Euro. Life expectancy is 79.5%. Ethnicity Greek 98%. Others 2%. Urban population is 60.6%. So, arable land is 19%. Agriculture is wheat, corn, barley, sugar, beet, olives. Industries, tourism, chemicals, metallurgy, petroleum. Export, manufactured goods, foodstuffs. Import, manufactured goods, chemicals. Geography. The Hellenic Republic is bordered by the Ionian Sea from west, the Mediterranean Sea from south, the Aegean Sea from east, Turkey and Bulgaria from northeast, Macedonia from north, and Albania from northwest. History. Greece was absorbed into the Ottoman Empire in 1456. It gained independence from the Ottoman Empire between 1821 to 29 and declared a kingdom under the protection of Great Britain, France, and Russia in 1830. The 1844 constitution was replaced in 1864 based on popular sovereignty. An exchange of Christian and Muslim populations followed after the 1920 Treaty of Sevres. After a long battle, the long hereditary monarchy was abolished by a referendum on 8th December 1974. In 1981, it joined European Union. Difficult transition to democracy. In 1989, Hungary's communists abandoned their monopoly on power voluntarily, and the constitution was amended in October 1989 to allow for the multi-party state. The last Soviet troops left Hungary in June 1991, thereby ending almost 47 years of military presence. The transition to a market economy proved difficult. In April 1999, Hungary became part of NATO, and in May 2004, it joined the European Union. In 2006, Prime Minister Ferenc Gyurcsány was re-elected on a platform promising economic reform without austerity. In September, a tape was leaked to the media on which Prime Minister Gyurcsány admitted that he blatantly lied about the state of the economy to win re-election. Anti-government demonstrators noted and demanded his resignation. In November 2008, the IMF extended a $25 billion rescue package to Hungary to help its battered currency and stock market during the global financial crisis. Amidst the economic turmoil, Economy Minister Gordon Bajnai agreed to succeed Ferenc Gyurcsány as Prime Minister in April 2009. Gyurcsány resigned after failing to help Hungary's economy during the global economic crisis. The next country is Hungary. Hungary's capital is Budapest. Government is parliamentary democracy. Area is about 93,030 square kilometer. Language is Magyar. Religion Catholic 67.5%, Protestant 25%, others 7.5%. Currency is forint. Life expectancy is 73.1 years. Ethnicity Hungarian 89.9%, Gypsy 4%, Germany 2.6%, Serbs 2%, Slovak 0.8%, Romanian 0.7%. Urban population is 65.2%. Arable land is 51%, agriculture wheat, corn, sunflower, potatoes, sugar beets. Industry, mining, metallurgy, textiles, chemicals, vehicles. Export, machinery and equipment, agriculture and food products. Import, machinery, other manufactures, fuels and electricity, raw materials. Geography. The Hungarian Republic is bordered by Slovakia from north, Ukraine from northeast, Romania in the east, Croatia and Serbia, and Montenegro from south, Slovenia and Austria west. It has a humid continental climate with warm summers and cold winters. History. Towards 1711, Hungary had fallen under Habsburg control. In 1867, the Austro-Hungarian monarchy was established in which Austria and Hungary were equal partners. Hungary proclaimed itself an independent republic in 1918, and by the Treaty of Trianon 1920, area and population of Hungary was drastically reduced. In World War II, Hungary joined 1941 the Axis. A People's Republic was established in 1949. Hungary was the founder member of both the Council for Mutual Economic Assistance and the Warsaw Treaty. Iceland. Iceland capital is Reykjavik. Government is Republic. Area is 103,000 square kilometer. Language is Icelandic. Religion Evangelical Lutheran 96%. Currency Icelandic krona. Life expectancy is 80.5 years. Ethnicity homogeneous. Urban population 92.7%. Arable land 0%. Agriculture potatoes, turnips. Industry fish processing, geothermal power, tourism. Export fish products, animal products, aluminium, ferrosilicon, diatomite. Import machinery, petroleum products, foodstuffs, textiles. Geography. The Republic of Iceland lies in the North Atlantic Ocean east of Greenland and just touches the Arctic Circle. There are 200 volcanoes, most often still active. Only about one quarter is habitable. History. Under the old treaty of 1262, the country recognized the rule of the King of Norway. Along with Norway, it came under the Danish wings in 1380. After December 1st, 1918, Iceland was acknowledged as a sovereign state. But on 17 June 1944, Iceland proclaimed an independent republic. In 1946, the Allied occupation force left Iceland, which formally became a member of NATO on 30th March 1949, amid domestic controversy and riots. On 5th May 1951, a defense agreement was signed with the United States. American troops returned to Iceland and remained throughout the Cold War, finally leaving in autumn of 2006. In 1980, the Icelanders elected a woman, Vigdis Finnbogadóttir, to the office of presidency, the first elected female chief of state in the world. In November 2008, the IMF extended a $2 billion rescue package to Iceland to help its battered currency and stock market. Despite the aid, the financial crisis continued into 2009, prompting demonstrations against the government. Prime Minister Geir Haarde resigned on January 26, 2009. On February 1st, 2009, Johanna Sigurdardóttir was sworn in as the new Prime Minister, becoming Iceland's first female Prime Minister and the modern world's first openly gay head of government. The next country is Ireland. Ireland capital is Dublin. Government Republic, area 70,280 square kilometer, language English, Irish Gaelic, religion Catholic 93%, Anglican 3%, other 4%, currency is euro, population 4.1 million, growth rate 1.1%. Life expectancy is 78 years. Ethnicity is Celtic English. Urban population is 59.6%. Unemployment is 4.2%. Arable land 13%. Agriculture turnips, barley, potatoes, sugar beets, wheat. Industry food, textiles, chemicals. Labor force 1.8 million. Service 64%, industry 28%, agriculture 8%. Export chemicals, data processing equipment, industrial machinery, animal products. Import food, animal feed, petroleum, machinery, textiles, clothing. Geography. The Republic of Ireland lies west of the island of Great Britain, from which it is separated by the North Channel, the Irish Sea, and St. George's Channel. History. From the 12th century, the English dominated Ireland. Henry VII was recognized as the King of Ireland. Irish rebellions flare up repeatedly under Henry VIII, Elizabeth I, and Oliver Cromwell. According to the Act of Union 1801, Great Britain and Ireland became the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Ireland. The Irish Parliament was abolished and Ireland was represented in the British Parliament. Agitation by the Irish leader Daniel O'Connell resulted in Catholic Emancipation Act in 1829. The military SINN, founded in 1905 among Irish Catholics, emerged as the dominant nationalist group by proclaiming an Irish Republic 1918. The Republic of Ireland Act 1948 came into operation on 18th April 1949. The Irish Republican Army (IRA) re-emerged as a fighting force in 1950 and started bombing in Northern Ireland. On February 22, 1995, the Irish and British Prime Ministers announced joint proposal for a settlement in Northern Ireland. In the referendum on 22nd May 1998, the Good Friday Peace Agreement was accepted. In April 2004, it is the first country to put a complete ban on smoking in restaurants and pubs. At least 100,000 people took part in a Dublin protest rally in February 2009 to voice their distress over the government's handling of the country's economic crisis. The next country is Italy. Capital is Rome. Government is Republic. Area 301,230 square kilometer. Language is Italian. Religion Catholic 98%, others 2%. Currency Euro. Population 58.1 million, growth rate 0.1%, life expectancy 80 years, ethnicity Italian, urban population 67.3%. Arable land is 31%. Agriculture, fruits, grapes, sugar, beets, soybeans, grains. Industry, tourism, machinery, iron and steel, chemicals, textiles, vehicles. Labor force 23.4 million, services 61.9%, industry 32.6%, agriculture 5.5%. Export, metals, textiles, machinery, motor vehicles, chemicals. Import, machinery, chemicals, petroleum, metals, agricultural products. Geography. The Italian Republic is bordered by France, northwest, the Ligurian and Tyrrhenian Sea from west, the Ionian Sea from south, the Adriatic Sea from east, Slovenia from northeast, the Austria and Switzerland from north. About 70% of the country is mountainous and 20% is forested. History. The union of Italy and Germany marked the beginning of the Holy Roman Empire. By the 18th century, Italy had been subject to foreign rule. The process of its unification completed by 1870, though Italy was a member of the Triple Alliance. Italy entered 1915 World War I on the Allied side. After the war, social unrest encouraged the growth of fascism, and in 1922 Mussolini seized power. Mussolini created a totalitarian cooperative state and entered World War II as an ally of Germany. Italy surrendered to the Allies in 1943 and became a republic in 1946. From 1947 to 1990, Italy had no less than 57 governments. In 1992, several heavyweight political leaders were accused of links with organized crime and some went to prison. The next country is Latvia. Capital is Riga. Government is parliamentary. Area 64,589 square kilometer. Language is Latvian. Religion Lutheran, Catholic and Baptist. Currency Lats. Population 2.2 million. Growth rate 0.6%. Life expectancy 71.6 years. Ethnicity Latvian 51.8%, Russian 33.8%, Belarusian 4.5%, Ukrainian 3.4%, Polish 2.3%, other 4.2%. Urban population 66.3%. Arable land 27%. Agriculture, grain, sugar, beets, vegetables. Industry, buses, vans, cars, fibers, electronics. Labor force 1.4 million, agriculture 10%, industry 25%, service 65%. Exports citrus fruits, tea, wine, machinery, ferrous and non-ferrous metals, textiles, chemicals. Imports fuel, grain, and other fruits. Geography. The Republic of Latvia is bordered by Estonia from north, Lithuania from southwest, Russian Federation from east, and Belarus from southeast. History. The USSR conceded full independent status to Latvia on 21st August 1991. On June 17, 1999, the legislature elected Vaira Freiberga as Latvia's first woman president. The North Atlantic Treaty Organization (NATO) has officially included Latvia as a member in April 2004. It also got European Union membership in May 2004. A series of riots sparked by political grievances and a worsening economy broke out in the capital Riga during Jan 2009. Dozens were injured and more than 100 people were arrested in the violence. Prime Minister Ivory Godmanis resigned in February 2009 when the Latvian economy began to shrink at an alarming rate, a result of the global financial crisis. His government had become unpopular in 2008 when it was forced to increase taxes and cut public spending after the country's banking system collapsed. So next country is Liechtenstein. The capital is Vaduz. Government is constitutional monarchy. Area 160 square kilometer. Language is German. Religion Catholic. Protestants 6.9%. Catholic 80%. Unknown 5.6%. Others 5.6%. Currency Swiss franc. Population 34,247. Growth rate 0.7%. Life expectancy is 79.8%. 79.8 years. So ethnicity Alemannic 87.5%. Others 12.5%. Arable land 24%, agriculture, wheat, barley, corn, potatoes, industry, electronics, textiles, food products. Labor force 22,891, industry, trade and building 45%, services 53%, agriculture, fishing, forestry 2%. Export small machinery, hardware, etc. Import raw materials, metal, goods, etc. Geography. The Principality of Liechtenstein is bounded by Austria from east and Switzerland from west. In summer, the peaks can often be foggy while the valley remains sunny and warm. But in winter, the valleys can often be foggy and cold whilst the peaks remain sunny. History. Liechtenstein became independent in 1866. It is closely linked with Switzerland and is represented abroad by the Swiss government since 1919. On 5th October 1921, a new constitution based on that of Switzerland extended democratic rights to Liechtenstein. It also stated that the head of the government must be a Liechtenstein citizen. Klaus Tuskewitzer won the absolute majority in parliamentary elections in Jan 2009. He was sworn in as Prime Minister in March 2009. Next country is Lithuania. Capital is Vilnius. Government parliamentary. Area 65,200 square kilometer. Language Lithuanian. Religion Catholic 85%, others 15%. Currency litas. population 3.5 million, growth rate 0.3%. Life expectancy is 74.4 years, ethnicity Lithuanian 80.1%, Russian 8.6%, Polish 7.7%, Belarusian 1.5%, others 2.1%, urban population 66.8%. Arable land 39%. Agriculture, sugar beets, grain, vegetables. Industry, electronics, metallurgy, petroleum, textiles, food processing. Labor force 2 million. Industry 30%, agriculture 20%, service 50%. National resources, peat, arable land. Export, meat, milk, eggs, electronics, petroleum products. Import, oil, machinery, chemicals, grains. Geography, the Republic of Lithuania is bounded by Latvia from north, Belarus, east and south, Poland, Russia, Kaliningrad region, and the Baltic Sea from west. It is a land of gently rolling hills, many forests, rivers, streams, and lakes. History, Lithuania was absorbed into the Russian Empire in 1795. Following the German occupation during World War I and the Russian Revolution on 16 Feb 1918, Lithuania proclaimed independence. On 3rd August 1940, it became a Soviet Socialist Republic of the USSR. The USSR gave it fully independent status on 6 September 1991. A new constitution was approved by a referendum in October 1992. Dalia Grybauskaite, the European Union Budget Commissioner, was sworn in as President of Lithuania in July 2009. At 38.6 people per 1 lakh, Lithuania has seen a dramatic rise in suicides in recent years and now records the highest suicide rate in the world. Lithuania also has the highest homicide rate in the European Union. So next country is Luxembourg. Capital is Luxembourg. Government constitutional monarchy. Area 2586 square kilometer. Language Luxembourgish. Religion Catholic 97%, others 3%. Currency is euro. Population 0.5 million, growth rate 1.2%. Life expectancy is 79 years. Ethnicity is Celtic base. Urban population 91.6%. Arable land 24%, agriculture wheat, barley, oats, fruits, wine, grapes. Industry, banking, iron and steel, food processing, chemicals. Labor force 248,000, service 83.2%, industry 14.3%, agriculture 2.5%. Export, steel products, chemicals, glass, aluminium, other industrial products. Import, minerals, metals, foodstuff. Geography, the Grand Duchy of Luxembourg is bordered by Belgium, west and north, Germany, east and France, south. History, since the Treaty of London on 19 April 1839, Luxembourg has been an independent nation. During World War II, Luxembourg abandoned its policy of neutrality. When it joined the Allies in fighting Germany, its government, called Exile to London, set up a small group of volunteers who participated in the Normandy invasion. It became a founding member of the United Nations in 1946 and of NATO in 1949. In 1957, Luxembourg became one of the 6 founding countries of the European Economic Community, later the European Union, and in 1999 it joined the Euro currency area. The next country is Macedonia. Capital is Skopje. Government is democratic. Area 25,333 square kilometers. Language Macedonian. Religion Eastern Orthodox 67%, Muslim 30%. Currency dinar. Population 2 million, growth rate 0.3%. Life expectancy 74.2 years. Ethnicity Macedonian 65%, Albanian 22%, Turkish 4%, Serbs 2%, others 7%. Urban population 59.4%. Arable land 24%. Agriculture rice, tobacco, wheat, corn, cotton, millet, vegetables, fruits. Industry coal, lead, zinc, tobacco. Geography. The Republic of Macedonia is a landlocked country bounded by Serbia and Montenegro from north, Bulgaria from east, Greece from south, and Albania from west. The Vardar, the Alaikmon, and the Strymon are important rivers. History. Macedonia was a part of the Byzantine Empire until 1389 Anno Domini AD, and then it was dominated by the Ottoman Turks for next 5 centuries up to 1913 AD. Balkan powers fought each other to occupy Macedonia during 19th and 20th centuries. A large part of it was given to Bulgaria according to the Treaty of San Stefano in 1878. In the Second Balkan War of 1913, most of its parts went to Serbia and the remainder was divided among Bulgaria and Greece. Serbia joined the kingdoms of Serbs, Croats, and Slovenes in 1914, which was renamed Yugoslavia in 1929. During World War II, parts of Yugoslavia including Macedonia was occupied by Bulgaria in 1914. After the fall of Germany in 1945, Yugoslavia became independent and Macedonia was made an autonomous Yugoslavian republic in 1946. It got fully independence in January 1992. The country is facing the ethnic tension between the Albanians and the Macedonians. George Ivanov won the presidential election in April 2009. The next country is Malta. Malta capital is Valletta. Government is Republic. Area 316 square kilometer. Language Maltese and English. Religion Catholic 98%. Currency Maltese lira. Population 0.4 million. Growth rate 0.4%, life expectancy 79.2 years, ethnicity Maltese, Spanish, English, Arab, urban population 91.4%, arable land 32%, agriculture wheat, barley, fruits, vegetables, flowers, industry tourism, electronics, textiles, labor force 0.14 million, industry 24%, service 71%, agriculture 5%, export machinery, clothing and footwear, printed matter, import food, petroleum, machinery. Geography. The Republic of Malta is in the Mediterranean Sea. South of Sicily, Malta is composed of the islands of Malta, Gozo and Comino. History. The Normans of Sicily occupied it 1090 and in 1530 Charles V granted Malta to the Knights Hospitallers who held it until 1790 when it was surrendered to Napoleon I. In 1800 the British occupied Malta. After the opening of Suez Canal, Malta's strategic importance as a naval and military base increased. During World War II, Malta sustained heavy Axis bombing. It became a member of the Commonwealth in 1964. British withdrew from Malta in 1979 and its neutrality was declared in 1980. The next country is Moldova. Capital is Chisinau. Government is Republic. Area 33,843 square kilometer. Language Moldovan. Religion Eastern Orthodox 98.5%, Jewish 1.5%, currency leu, population 4.3 million, growth rate 0.1%, life expectancy 70.2 years, ethnicity Moldavian 64.5%, Ukrainian 14%, Russian 13%, others 8.5%. Arable land 53%, agriculture, grain, sugar beets, sunflower, tobacco. Industry, food processing, agro machinery, sugar, vegetable oil. Geography, the Republic of Moldova is bounded by Ukraine, northeast and south, and Romania from west. History, Moldavian Republic of Soviet Russia was renamed Moldova in 1990. In December 1991, it became a member of CIS. An agreement between Moldova and Russia in July 1992 brought to an end the armed conflict and established a security zone. In February 2001 parliamentary elections, the Communist Party won an overwhelming victory in parliamentary elections. Moldova's parliament approved the Ukraine's peace plan in June 2005 for Transdniester region's autonomy. Crowds of demonstrators attacked parliament after the ruling Communist Party won general election in March 2009. Violent protests followed and the country became mired in political deadlock. In the July revote of parliamentary elections, the Communists lost their majority, taking 44.8% of the vote, 48 of 101 seats. A coalition of four parties agreed to form a government. The next country is Monaco. Capital is Monaco. Government is constitutional monarchy. Area 1.95 square kilometer. Language French. Religion Catholic 95%. Currency Euro. Population 32,671. Growth rate 0.4%. Life expectancy 79.8 years. Ethnicity French 47%. Monegasque 16%. Italian 16%. Others 21%. Arable land 0%. Geography, the Principality of Monaco is bounded by the south by the Mediterranean and elsewhere by France. History, by the Treaty of Vienna, Monaco was placed under the protection of the Kingdom of Sardinia. From 1889 to 1922, Prince Albert I reigned. He acquired fame as an oceanographer, and his son Louis II was instrumental in establishing in the International Hydrographic Bureau. The Constitution of Monaco can be modified only with the approval of the National Council. Prince Rainier III, ruler of the country since 1949, died on April 6, 2005. Next country is Montenegro. Capital is Podgorica. Cetinje City. Government Republic. Area 14,026 square kilometer. Language Serbian, Montenegrin. Religion Orthodox, Muslim, Roman Catholic. Currency is Euro. Life expectancy is 77 years. So arable land is 13.7%. Agriculture, grains, tobacco, potatoes, citrus fruits, grapes, etc. Industry, steel making, agro processing, consumer goods. Labor force 259,100. Agriculture 2%, industry 30%, services 68%. Geography, the Republic of Montenegro has a coast on the Adriatic Sea to the south, and it is bordered by Croatia to the west, Bosnia and Herzegovina to the northwest, Serbia to the northeast, and Albania to the southeast. History, the mountainous region was under the Byzantine Empire. It broke relation with the Bulgarian Empire in medieval time. The region came to be known as the Principality of Zita under the rule of the Ottoman Empire. In the 19th century, it emerged as a separate state of Montenegro. Under the Austro-Hungarian Empire, it achieved independence in 1878. Serbia annexed it during the First World War to form the Kingdom of Serbs, Croats and Slovenes, and renamed Yugoslavia in 1929. By the 1990s, Yugoslavia started to disintegrate. In 2003, a loose federation emerged, known as Serbia and Montenegro. in place of Yugoslavia. Montenegro declared its independence on June 3, 2006 based on the results of a referendum held on May 21st, 2006. The next country is Netherlands. Capital is Amsterdam. Government is constitutional monarchy. Area is 41,526 square kilometer. Language Dutch, Frisian. Religion Catholic 34%, Protestant 25%, Muslims 3%, other 38%. Currency Euro. Life expectancy 79.1 years. Arable land 25%. Agriculture, grains, vegetables, sugar beets, fruits. Industry, agro industries, metallurgy, electronics. Export, machinery, chemicals, processed foods, agricultural products. Import, raw material and semi-finished products, consumer goods, transportation equipment, food products, crude oil. Geography. The Kingdom of the Netherlands is bounded by the North Sea, north and west, Belgium from south and Germany from east. About 40% of the land is situated below sea level and is guarded by dunes and dikes. The country is crossed by drainage canals and the main rivers and interconnected with artificial waterways. History. Philip II of Spain suppressed political liberties and the growing Protestant movements in the Netherlands, and a revolt led by William O. Orange broke out in 1568. Under the Union of Utrecht 1579, the 7 northern provinces became the United Provinces of the Netherlands. War between the United Provinces and Spain continued till the 17th century, but in 1648, Spain finally recognized Dutch independence. 17th century was Netherlands' golden age, a time of commercial prosperity, colonial expansion, religious tolerance, and cultural achievements. But this supremacy was lost to France and England during 18th century. Netherlands was neutral in World War I, but it suffered severely. With Belgium and Luxembourg, it formed the Benelux Economic Union, and in 1949 it joined NATO. Netherlands autonomous countries. Aruba and Netherlands Antilles off the coast of Venezuela in the southern Caribbean are autonomous parts. The next country is Norway. Capital is Oslo. Government is constitutional monarchy. Area is 324,220 square kilometer. Language Bokmal and Nynorsk. Religion Evangelical Lutheran 87.8%, other 12.2%. Currency Norwegian krone. Life expectancy 79.7 years. Ethnicity Germanic, Lapps. Urban population 78.6%. So arable land is 3%. Agriculture barley, other grains, potatoes. Industry petroleum, gas, food processing, metals, textiles. Export petroleum products, metal, foodstuff and raw materials. Import machinery, consumer goods, chemicals. Geography. The Kingdom of Norway is bordered by the North Sea southwest and Skagerrak south, Sweden east, Finland and Russia from northeast, the Barents Sea from north and the Atlantic Ocean from west. Norway is a rugged mountainous country. History. In 1397, the Kalmar Union united Norway, Denmark and Sweden. But until 1814, it was ruled by Danish governors. It became independent under Kakon VII in 1905. Norway was neutral in World War I but was occupied by German troops 1940 to 1945. It broke its traditional neutrality by joining during the German occupation 1940 to 45 in World War II. Svalbard in the Arctic Ocean consists of the Spitsbergen group and several small islands. Came under Norway administration in 1925. Population 2332 only. Capital Longyearbyen. Bouvet Island is the South Atlantic, came under Norway in 1928, though it is uninhabited. Jan Mayen Island is the Arctic came under Norway in 1928 with no permanent inhabitants, just workers at the navigation base and weather or radio station. Norwegian politics in 21st century. In March 2000, Prime Minister Jael Magne Bondevik resigned after Parliament voted to build the country's first gas-fired power stations. Bondevik had objected to the project, asserting that the plants would emit too much carbon dioxide. Labour Party leader Jens Stoltenberg succeeded Bondevik. Stoltenberg and the Labour Party were defeated in September 2001 elections, and no party emerged with a clear majority. After a month of talk, the Conservatives, the Christian People's Party, and the Liberals formed a coalition with Bondevik as Prime Minister. The governing coalition was backed by the far-right Progress Party, but in September 2005 elections, the center-left Red-Green coalition gained a majority of seats, and Jens Stoltenberg of the Labour Party once again became Prime Minister. In April 2008, government officials agreed to amend the 1814 constitution to loosen the ties between church and state. The monarch must still be Lutheran, but citizens are no longer required to raise their children as Lutherans. In the future, the church will appoint bishops instead of the monarch, and equal financial backing for other faiths and atheist communities must be provided by the state. In June 2008, Parliament voted 84 to 41 to pass a new Marriage Act, granting homosexual couples the same marriage and adoption rights as heterosexual couples. So the next country is Poland. Capital is Warsaw, Government Republic. Area 312,685 square kilometer. Language is Polish. Religion Catholic 95%, others 5%. Currency is zloty. So population is 38.5 million. Growth rate 0%. Life expectancy is 75.2%. Ethnicity Polish 98%, others 2%. So arable land is 47%. Agriculture, vegetables, fruits, wheat, industry, machinery, iron and steel, chemicals, food processing. Labor force 17.2 million. Export intermediate goods, machinery and transport equipment, consumer goods, foodstuffs, fuels. Import machinery, chemicals, consumer goods, food, fuels. Geography. The Polish People Republic is bordered by Germany from west, the Baltic Sea, Russia, Kaliningrad and Lithuania from north, Belarus and Ukraine from east, Slovak and Czech Republic from south. The country is generally low-lying except in the south. History. Poland takes its name from the plain dwellers under Jagiello dynasty 1386 to 1572. Poland enjoyed its golden age. The Polish-Lithuanian state reached from Baltic to the Black Sea. The 16th and 17th centuries, much of the territory was lost to Russia and Sweden. The three successive partitions in 1772, 1793 and 1795 among Russia, Prussia and Austria made it possible for Russia to be in a position to wipe out Poland from the map of Europe. Polish nationalism grew and an independent Poland was proclaimed during World War I. The Treaty of Versailles 1919 remarked Poland boundaries, but a dispute over eastern border led to war with Russia, Germany, and Russia invaded Poland during World War II. Germany recognized Poland's western boundary in 1970. After a long political unrest, unconditional free parliamentary elections were held in October 1991. A new constitution was adopted by a referendum on May 25, 1997. The next country is Portugal. Capital is Lisbon. Government is parliamentary democracy. Area is 92,391 square kilometer. Language Portuguese. Religion Catholic 97%. Currency is Euro. Life expectancy is 77.9 years. Ethnicity homogeneous. Arable land is 26%, agriculture, grain, potatoes, olives, grapes. Industry, textile, footwear, metalwork, oil refining, chemicals. Export, clothing and footwear, machinery, cork and paper products, hides. Import, agricultural products, chemicals, petroleum. Geography. The Portuguese Republic is bordered by Spain, north and east, and the Atlantic Ocean, west and south. North Portugal is dominated by mountains and high plateaus, but the south is predominantly rolling countryside and plains. History. Portugal became an independent kingdom in 1139 under Alfonso I. The reign of John I, 1383 to 1433, marked Portugal's glorious period of colonial and maritime expansion. However, with the attack of Spain, Portugal's royal line declined rapidly. In 1910, a revolution overthrew monarchy and established a Portuguese republic. In 1949, Portugal became a founder member of the NATO, and in 1974, a bloodless military coup led to the restoration of full parliamentary democracy with the Socialist Party led by Mario Soros. So the next country is Romania. Capital is Bucharest. Government is Republic. Area is 237,500 square kilometer. Language is Romanian. Religion is Romanian Orthodox 70%, Catholic 6%, Protestant 6%, unaffiliated 18%. Currency is leu. Life expectancy is 71.9 years. Ethnicity Romanian 89.1%, Hungarian 8.9%, German 0.4%, others 1.6%. Arable land is 41%, agriculture is wheat, corn, sugar beets, potatoes, grapes. Industries, textile, footwear, auto, timber, food processing, metallurgy, petro refining. Export, textiles, metals and minerals, machinery and transport equipment, agricultural goods, chemicals. Import, fuels, minerals and chemicals. So geography. The Socialist Republic of the Romania is bordered by Hungary from northwest, Serbia and Montenegro from southwest, Bulgaria from south, the Black Sea from southeast, and Moldavia and Ukraine from east and north. History. The United Principalities of the Moldavia and Wallachia were named Romania in 1862. By the Treaty of Berlin, Romania's independence was recognized in 1878 and in 1881 it was proclaimed a kingdom. Romania joined the Allies in World War I. The Soviet occupation of Romania in 1945 led to the communist takeover in 1947 and proclamation of the People's Republic. The subsequent period was marked by hostilities between the communist and democratic leaders. So, our next country is Russia. The capital is Moscow. Government Federation. Area is 17,075,200 square kilometer. Language Russian. Religion Russian Orthodox, Muslim and others. Currency ruble. Life expectancy is 65.9 years. Literacy 100%. Ethnicity Russian 81.5%, others 18.5%. So arable land is 8%, agriculture, grain, sugar beets, sunflower, vegetables, fruits. Industry coal, oil, gas, chemicals, metallurgy, heavy engineering, textiles, handicrafts, foodstuffs. Export petroleum products, natural gas, wood and wood products, metals, chemicals, wide variety of civilian and military manufacturers. Import machinery and equipment, consumer goods, medicine, meat, grain, sugar, semi-finished metal products. Geography. The Russian Federation is bounded by various seas from north, which join the Arctic Sea in the east. It is separated from the USA by Bering Strait. In the south, it is bounded by North Korea. China, Mongolia, Kazakhstan, Azerbaijan, and Georgia, and in the west by Ukraine, Belarus, Poland, Lithuania, Latvia, Estonia, and the Baltic Sea. It is also bordered by Norway and Finland in the northwest. History. Formerly, USSR is now represented by the Russian Federation. Soviet Russia took part in both the world wars. Mikhail S. Gorbachev became General Secretary of Soviet Union in 1985. He led the Soviet Union in its long-awaited shift to a new generation of leadership. This led to the dissolution of the USSR in 1991. Presently, Russian Federation consists of 21 republics and territories, provinces and autonomous areas. A dispute over debts and pricing of gas supplies between Russia and Ukraine led Gazprom, the major Russian gas supplier, to halt its gas export to Europe via Ukraine for 2 weeks in January 2009, affecting at least 10 European Union countries. About 80% of Russian gas exports to Europe are pumped through Ukraine. Russia and Ukraine blamed each other for the disruption to Europe's energy supply. The next country is San Marino. Capital is San Marino. Government is Republic. Area is 61.2 square kilometer. Language Italian. Religion Catholic. Currency Euro. Population 29,615. Ethnicity Sammarinese. So arable land 17%. Agriculture wheat, corn, olives, grapes. Industry tourism, textile, banking, cement. Export building stone, lime, chestnut, etc. Import manufactured consumer goods. Geography. The Repubblica di San Marino is a landlocked state in central Italy, southwest of Rimini. It has a temperate climate with cold, dry winters and warm summers. History. San Marino is Europe's oldest existing state. Papacy recognized the independence of San Marino in 1631. In 1944, the Allied aircraft bombed the Republic. The state is subsequently ruled by coalition government. So CIS countries. Azerbaijan, capital is Baku. Second is Armenia, capital is Yerevan. Third is Belarus, capital is Minsk. Fourth is Russia, capital is Moscow. Then Moldova, capital is Chisinau. Sixth is Ukraine, capital is Kiev. Seventh is Uzbekistan, capital is Tashkent. Then eighth is Kazakhstan, capital is Astana. Ninth is Kyrgyzstan, capital is Bishkek. 10th is Tajikistan, capital is Dushanbe. And 11th is Turkmenistan, capital is Ashkhabad. So the next country is Serbia, capital is Belgrade. Government is Republic. Area is 88,361 square kilometer. Language is Serbian. Religion Orthodox 65%, Islam 19%, Catholic 4%, Protestant 1%, other 11%. Currency is Yugoslav, New Dinar and Euro. Life expectancy is 75.1 years. Ethnicity Serbs 66%, Albanians 17%, others 17%. Arable land is 36%. Agriculture is cereals, fruits, olives, tobacco. Industries, machinery, metallurgy, mining, petroleum, chemicals. Geography. The Republic of Serbia is bounded by Hungary from north, Romania from northeast, Bulgaria from east, Macedonia and Albania from south, and the Adriatic Sea, Bosnia and Herzegovina, Croatia and Montenegro from west. History. The root of the Serbian state dates back to 7th century. The Serbs settled an independent kingdom in the 13th century. In 1459 AD, the Ottoman Empire occupied Serbia. The Serbs led popular uprising against Turkish occupation between 1804 and 1815. The country obtained formal independence in 1878. Victorious in Balkan Wars and World War I, Serbia got success to form the kingdom of the Serbs, Croats and Slovenes. It was renamed Yugoslavia in 1929. Germany occupied Yugoslavia in 1941. Josip Broz, nicknamed Tito, succeeded in liberating Yugoslavia. The People's Republic was formed with Soviet-type constitution in 1945. After the death of Tito in 1980, a collective presidency came into existence. In June 1991, Croatia and Slovenia made declaration of independence. The European Union recognized independence of these two countries in January 1992, and also Bosnia-Herzegovina approximately 1992, and Macedonia 1993. In September 2000,